Welcome to Let It Go Tarot. Thank you for tuning in. This is Love Reading for Scorpio for August 2021. Let's start with Oracle cards to have an insight. Please, Spirit Guides, give me one card for Scorpio for August, but mostly this is timeless. It should find you when you need it. Okay, one for Scorpio, please. Spirit Guides. I love you. Okay, we have to wait. Oh, we have lovely. Heal the oath. What you going through, Scorpio? It looks like you need some healing. You need to do some. I strongly feel to find a friend who can help you. It's like whenever we're going through a difficult situation, it's so helpful when we have a witness, somebody who can witness our pain, which means it's that card very much signifies for me at the moment, at least, that you need somebody who you can say loudly what your heart suffers from, and it would help a lot. It's like psychologists, but psychologists wouldn't help here. You need somebody who is would be truly involved be on your side in the story. It's like more trust people around you who used to love you, who loves you. They can serve as a nurse and help you to heal. We have death is the illusion. Definitely. It's just illusion. I believe strongly death in our soul. It happens if it happens ever, it happens only for a transformation, for us to be reborn in different way, shape and form. But the true death is as well just the illusion, because we are just out of this game in 3D. But our spirit goes further in the lessons, in the spiritual growth. And some of us, when we give ourselves permission, we decide to be a spirit guide. And this is it. This is just doesn't matter. And your soul, when goes through difficult situations, it's just for your soul growth, for you to allow your old ways to die and be reborn in a better shape, ready for other lessons, ready to give lessons to others. Lovely. Make each day count. For you to understand how precious it is what you have. And it doesn't matter who you're surrounded with or who you're sharing this with. If you at all have anybody to share it with. At all. I understood this eventually, and I'm happiest ever that it doesn't matter if you have anybody to share it with. What matters is, are you doing what you meant to? Are you growing? Are you developing? Are you going towards the victory, which is ascending? Lovely. This is the energy for you. This is for the person you're dealing with. You used to or you want to swap the roles. If you resonate with this side more, but what's heavy on your mind? Because this is reading for you and them. What's heavily on your mind? Let's see. 3 cards wanted to come out. And we have Prince of Swords, learning. 5 of Wands, arguing in your mind. And happiness, the Sun, Leo energy. I love it because it means you're learning how to stand up for yourself. How to use your tongue, your voice. Maybe you're working on your throat chakra. How to stand out for yourself. It's like you're making a small steps because you never shouted at anybody else. You never said fuck off to anybody previously. But now, because you went through whatsoever you have to recover from, you're deciding fuck it. I can be like them as well. And you are learning how to do it, how to stand for yourself and fight. This is in your mind. You're just going through a decision maybe. Should I, shouldn't I? Maybe not too much, but definitely stand for yourself because you want to fight. Look at that. Learning how to fight for your happiness. Learning how to stand for yourself and defend your happiness. Because you've been illuminated as well that you meant to. Stand for yourself and say, fuck off, get out from my way if you don't want to help me to be happy. Love it. Because death is just illusion, and you just recognizing it. That the death of the relationship you've been involved in, it just was a stage of progress, a stage for you to understand what you meant to do in your life, to discover even more, to make that steps towards what? Happiness. To remove obstacles from your way. You don't want to be with me? Get out if you don't want to die. And I love the energy. Scorpio. If not you, then who? We have a tower, whoever you're dealing with, but this is too many cards. Oh, okay, 3 cards. And I saw justice as well. Whoever you're dealing with might be going through a just karmic justice, might be paying the debts to karma of what they have done. Not necessarily to you, but maybe the whole environment they are involved with, but they have, look at that, they have a lovers, Gemini, Tower, Scorpio, Aries energy, and we have Queen of Wands. The fuck? It's either your tower, whoever you're dealing with, maybe this is a tower with you, this is the tower in their life currently happening, and they thinking, this is what they thinking about. They thinking that they choice in love, that they choose something which they've been really truly attracted to, is just a mistake. It will end up in the huge volcano because it will erupt, and it will this will be a disaster. This is what they say. They thinking that the choice, because they went after thinking with their dick or pussy, yes, only they didn't think about this truly, and it will ended up already maybe in the huge disaster because they lost more than they gained. Okay, it's not your problem. It's not your problem. For you, the spirit guides want you to make sure that you are enjoying current life without the person who was thinking about bringing on disaster. Was the disaster in general, because sooner than later, you will realize that that person who you was to deal with was just the disaster in your life. It was inevitable for them to bring you a tower into that relationship, which means you're much better off without that person, because now it all, believe me, every single day depends on you. If you live in miserable life or you live happy life. Do you know why? Because that person is gone. And nothing depends on them right now anymore. It's you who picks up. Should I go skydiving? Should I go maybe for a hiking? Should I do go for a meetup with other people and mingle with other people, meet other people? Should I go for a beer, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Now, every single minute of your life depends only on you, and you can do everything, and nobody can say a word. This is called, do you know how? Freedom. I would shout, but I can't because neighbors would kill me. But freedom is something which we're supposed to enjoy, pray for. Of course, you can share that freedom with other person, but not the person who is always looking for towers. Bring towers to your life, not unsubconsciously. They are disaster. They just turmoil and what? A tornado. Do you want to live in tornado? With tornado. Okay, in tornado, maybe in tornado, whatever. What's happening in your life? What's happening, Scorpio, in your life? Come on. Emperors, Aries energy. Maybe you're dealing with Aries, but this is like you rule your empire. It's just the whole talk which I had some few seconds ago. It's about this card. Me, you, deciding about your life fully. You run your empire. If somebody doesn't like it, either you to the prison or out from the empire. I love it. Your time. And you want to use the life which is left for you, choosing. Use it the most you can. We have 2 of Wands and 10 of Wands. Being on the crossroad, not knowing which direction to go, what to choose, because you're overburdened and you know you have to go different paths. You just don't know which one, or you don't know if you're brave enough to go some else direction, or you're ready yet, because it looks like you need some help at the minute to kind of overcome the difficulties which the other person has put on you. You are in trauma, you are grieving, something like that. It's why you're postponing, but you overwhelmed. Whenever you've been overwhelmed there. It's why this overwhelming, and very often spirit guides working this way. They're giving us the amount of ones that we can't carry anymore. It's why we're deciding to go different path, and we're choosing this way. This is why it happens for us. Yes, we're choosing different path because we don't have any choice. Otherwise, we'll break. And we finding out the one we meant to be on. This might be about this situation or the person. That person, whoever you dealt with, has put you through the hell for you to understand what hell means, because you never meant to be in hell, but as well you never been scared of being in hell as long as you've been with that person. But this is not the place you meant to be. It's why they forcing you to choose different path or different person. Definitely, if you get out from the hell and go different path, or for example towards heaven, then you might meet angels for a change. Okay, and what's happening in their life though? Too many, sorry, I don't, but I saw 10 of Swords. They will be cruelly disappointed with their choice. They have 2 of Pentacles and victory, 6 of Wands. They know, I will tell you something, it is so stupid. You dealt really, or you're still dealing with that person, but this is a really immature person. Why? Because they know whatever they involved with is not gonna work. It just will collapse and it will be a disaster. But they are doing whatever it takes, whatever it means, to juggle, to balance the situation they are in, because they don't want people to find out. They want to be victorious. They want to be recognized by people. They don't want their family, their friends, whoever, to point at them and say, oh, look, you made a mistake. Ha, 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 ha. And they don't care. They care only what people will say. It's so immature when we're seeking a validation from others. And it looks like that person is stucking. It's like deciding to make them stuck in the situation which they know will never work. And when it will collapse, it will be really exhausting and disappointing, and it will be really a shame. They really will be ashamed. But they still will do, at the moment, they're doing whatever they can to make it work, because they're scared of what the people will say, which is so immature. It's like, you're not paying my bills, but I'm deciding you to decide to make decisions in my life. Yes? Look at that. I would juggle with my life, with everything in my life, just for the sake of other people not saying a bad word. They always gossip, they always say wrong words, and just the most important is to live your day, your life, the way you want, regardless of what your neighbor will say. And if you think about this, why are you expecting that people will talk about you? Why? They might not at all. And this might be disappointing as well, because maybe nobody would gossip. Because maybe nobody cares. They are busy with their own life. What's the advice for you? I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about that person. Why that person cares about what others will say that much? And look what came for you. 7 of Wands and 9 of Pentacles. This is my card of Pre-Empress. This is the card of independence. This is a card of being single as well. But beautiful, ready to mingle. Somebody who knows the value of money, somebody who can create money, somebody who can create the environment to the point that every single day counts. Defend. This is the spirit guides advising you. Defend your singlehood. Defend your independency. Defend yourself. Do not allow anybody, not only this disaster person, but others as well, to tell you differently, to take from you. Defend what you have. Defend who you are. Enough is enough. Enough for people to tell you what you meant to do. Enough for people to take from you. Enough for people to steal your pot. This is your time. Spirit guides gave you opportunity. They put you through a hell, yes, for you to notice that you are in a hell. For you, but they gave you as well another wand. That's something to choose. Go different path. Maybe isolating you from the people who used to overuse you and abuse. For you, eventually, to understand your value and defend it. Personally, I would use swords instead of wands. But maybe you are a nicer person. Then just hit them in the head, yeah? Aim the head if somebody comes close. I'm not saying, this is not the advice, you not finding the partner, absolutely. This is the advice to defend what you have, what you build, what you are, what you're becoming, what you are already. Do not allow anybody to put you down ever again. Do not allow enter the people who are a turmoil, who can bring you only disaster into your life. Never ever again. Find somebody who has the same level of frequency as you. Or decide to be a spirit guide after that, which means learn to serve. As I decided. Okay. Let's see what the person you're dealing with meant to do. Yes, you can be a spirit guide after that, if you serve during this lifetime. We have the Hangman, Pisces energy, and King of Cups. Whoever you're dealing with, they are going through their own lessons, but I strongly feel they shouldn't do this with you anymore. They're learning how to love. Their life will be postponed because they have to. They meant to freeze for a moment, gain a new perspective, and open up their heart chakra. They need to learn how to love, and it will take time. They have to go in solitude. Solitude would help, but it doesn't look like that person wants to be single because they're scared of being single. They think it's disaster. It's not. I don't feel like I'm living disastrous life. Absolutely. I'm ascending. And I can mingle anytime. This is easy to find another partner. Just a matter. It's difficult to find somebody who is on the same level or on the same page or something like that. And that person doesn't care. They need to have a company. But they have to. They will have to be single for them to understand what love means. Okay? Let's see what happened between two of you. What has happened between two of you? You are my light. Somebody was a compass for another person. Somebody could get. I mean, I feel strongly like you have been sent to that person's life to show them direction, correct direction, but they didn't use it. And we have, it's their choice. Everybody has their own choice. Waiting. Somebody is waiting for another person. I hope it's not you. Or they waiting for you to rescue them again. Jesus. Okay, there is a waiting process. What do you think about them? Commitment. You think that you meant to be together. I'm telling you not. And they thinking that you are family, you are unstable, but you are not unstable. They have history with you. And you are unstable. And that they could have had family or they have family with you. Maybe you have children together. And you feel like they meant to commit to you. Waiting for them. Maybe this is the card of yours. You waited a long time for them, but you're deciding to not put up with anybody's bullshit anymore, which is lovely. Deciding to run your life on your terms, even if it means by yourself. I love it. I hope it will help somebody. Thank you very much.